This is a true story. It reflects badly on both of us, I want to say. But one day he came over and, you know, maybe there was some drinks involved, but he was flexing for no reason about how he's like the biggest Beatles fan on the planet. Just like inane shit that, like, who cares, right? Like, even if it was true, it wouldn't matter, but it's just like, it's a lie. Like, I'd never heard him talk about the Beatles before in my entire life. And I said, I bet I can name more Beatles songs than you. And he said, you're on. And then he went first and named the song. Then I went first and named the song. And then he stopped after like 3 songs. After 3 songs, he was like, and then it was over. And I was like, what? Like, why are you even trying to, why are you trying to pretend? You know nobody knows more about the Beatles than me, man. He was like, Hey Jude. And I was like, Maxwell's Silver Hammer. And he was like, Eleanor Rigby. And I was like, Helter Skelter. And then he was like, I'm done, man. Oh, this reflects worse on you? Well, that's why it's my favorite type of story. It definitely does not reflect well on me. He did also, this is more of like a sensitive story, but he was having like a really bad time at a party we threw once, because he thought, I mean, this is like, I'm gonna say it no matter what, but you gotta, it was a long time ago, okay? He had a crush on a girl, and then that girl was at our party, and she was talking to another guy, and he got very melancholy because he thought that like she was giving him more attention than she was giving the other guy more attention than she was giving him. But the second order wrinkle to the story is that she had a boyfriend who was not either of these 2 guys, and like they ended up getting married. Like she was just friends with like both of these guys. It's just a disaster, right? Anyway, so he came to the party and he got upset because his crush who was dating somebody else was having a conversation with another guy. And I remember like we couldn't find them for a while. We were like, where's this guy? Where's this guy? And then I went up to my room and the dude was like sitting on my bed in my room, like, you know, crying. Which is, I do want to say, like, you're young, alcohol's involved, you know, emotions can run hot, right? Like, it's a little embarrassing, and a little cringe, but it happens. But I was trying to comfort him, but the thing that pissed me off is I kept a bunch of food in my room so that my roommates wouldn't eat it, and he had just, like, he ripped open my bag of Ruffles all-dressed chips and was just eating them on my bed. And I was like on the one hand, I'm like trying to make you feel better, but at the same time, I was like, bro, you ate like my name brand chips on my bed? Come on. Like he had gone complete sicko mode. He just didn't care about anything, man. Dude, I know the crumbs, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, he's okay. I don't know, I haven't talked to him in like 10 years. He's probably fine. It's the most college story I've ever heard. I mean, it sounds really stupid when you tell it back. And it was really stupid at the time, to be fair. How many friends did you lose when you went to South Korea? Well, I don't know. It depends. Like, because I would still consider them friends. But at the same time, you know, would I know them if I saw them on the street? Would I recognize them? I don't know. Would I remember their names? Would I look up from my cell phone to wave? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I'd have to think about it. No, the answer to all 3 is no. If I saw some of my friends from college, I would definitely cross the street to say hi. But it is weird because, like, you know, we lived in this crucible together, a very non-representative crucible of what real life is like and, you know, what our real personalities are like, from 17 to 21 or something like that. And then saw each other like 3 times from that point onwards, and now we're in like our early 30s. I think it would be very cool to see my friends from college, but I think it would also be very surreal because I would be like, hey, check it out. Remember how we played like all that Edward 40 hands, but then we did it instead of just duct taping a 40 to each of our hands. We then duct taped each other to the adjacent person's 40 so that you couldn't get your hand back until one of your neighbors had also finished their 40. So there was like a little mutually assured destruction going on. Yeah, well, like, hey, what's new with me? I got like a 2-year-old child. I am responsible for like a tender human life right now. And what's messed up is that it's like I'm handling it, you know? It's not like this child is in danger. I'm doing a good job. Thought she was 20 months. You don't need to, come on, don't debase yourself. She's around too. When another child, or the parent of another child, asks me how old my child is, I say 20 months. For you guys, I can say nearly 2.